Hey everybody, I'm Bell Fart, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're counting down the top 10 biggest, baddest, and most legendary farts of all time. That's right, we're talking about those moments when someone trusted a fart a little too much and lived to regret it. Or maybe they didn't live to regret it. You know, maybe it was one of those crop-dusted the whole room and ran away laughing situations. Get ready to laugh, cringe, and maybe even hold your nose as we dive deep into the gassy underbelly of human history. We've got tales from ancient times to the modern day, from presidents to pop stars and everything in between. And stick around because later we're going to be giving some awards out. Like, what's the smelliest fart in history? What about the fart that made the most people puke? We'll get to all that. So sit back, relax, maybe light a candle, and let's get this gassy party started. Legend has it that back in the 13th century, when Kublai Khan's Mongol army was trying to break through the Great Wall of China, they were stopped dead in their tracks. Not by arrows, not by boiling oil, but by a fart. Apparently, one of the Chinese soldiers, after a particularly large meal of stinky tofu, let one loose that was so powerful, so potent, so downright disgusting, that it sent the entire Mongol army running. They say you can still hear the echoes of it today. Okay, we all know the story of the Titanic, big ship, iceberg, Celine Dion, yada, yada, yada. But what they don't tell you in the history books is that there might have been another culprit involved. That's right, you guessed it, a fart. Some say that just moments before the ship hit the iceberg, a guy in steerage, a guy who'd eaten like 20 pounds of beans that day, let out a fart so powerful, so earth-shattering, that it actually knocked the Titanic off course and sent it careening into the iceberg. Coincidence? I think not. Politics is serious business. Presidents, prime ministers, they always have to be on their best behavior. But sometimes nature calls. And when it does, well, let's just say it can be pretty awkward. The story goes that during a particularly tense meeting between world leaders, one president, and I'm not going to say which one, but let's just say his name rhymes with Ronald Reagan, let one slip. And it wasn't just any fart, it was a loud one, a proud one. How did that come out of a human kind of fart? The Olympics, a time for nations to come together and compete in the spirit of sportsmanship. It's a beautiful thing, really, unless, of course, someone farts during the opening ceremony. Picture this, the Olympic flame is lit, the doves are released, and the athletes are all lined up in their spiffy tracksuits, ready for their moment of glory. Suddenly, a sound pierces the air, a sound so potent, so unexpected that it stops the entire ceremony dead in its tracks. That sound, my friends, is the sound of someone forgetting to eat light on race day. We've all been there, stuck in a classroom, bored out of our minds, when suddenly disaster strikes. No, I'm not talking about a pop quiz, I'm talking about something far more sinister. I'm talking about the dreaded classroom fart. You know, the one that starts silent but deadly, then slowly but surely spreads its noxious fumes throughout the entire room. The teacher's desperately trying to maintain order, but it's no use. The students are dropping like flies, their faces contorted in disgust. There's nothing quite like the experience of seeing a movie in a packed theatre. The anticipation, the excitement, the shared experience of being entertained, and then someone lets one rip. It always starts subtly, a faint whisper in the darkness. But then it grows, gaining momentum until it's a full-blown sonic boom, echoing through the theatre and sending popcorn flying. Elevators are already awkward enough, right? You're crammed in there with a bunch of strangers trying to avoid eye contact, praying that nobody tries to make small talk. And then it happens. Someone drops a bomb. The air grows thick with tension and everyone tries to maintain their composure, but it's no use. The stench is overwhelming, suffocating. It's like being trapped in a phone booth with a biohazard. You're at a rock concert, the music's deafening, the crowd's going wild, and you're having the time of your life. But amidst the chaos, a new sound emerges, a sound so powerful, so unexpected that it cuts through the roar of the guitars and the pounding of the drums. That's right, folks, it's the dreaded concert fart. It's the one that's louder than the lead singer's microphone, the one that makes the drummer lose his beat.
We've all been there, stuck on a long-haul flight, crammed into a tiny seat, dreaming of the moment we can finally disembark. But sometimes those dreams are interrupted by a nightmare. A nightmare that smells a lot like, well, it starts subtly. A faint whiff of something unpleasant. But then it grows, spreading through the cabin like wildfire, until the entire plane is filled with the unmistakable aroma of someone who ate a gas station burrito before boarding. Libraries, those hallowed halls of knowledge where silence reigns supreme and the only sound is the gentle turning of pages, or so you thought. Imagine this. You're browsing the stacks, looking for a good book to curl up with, when suddenly you hear it, a low rumble like distant thunder. But this thunder isn't coming from the sky, it's coming from someone's backside. Well, there you have it, folks, the top 10 biggest, baddest, and most hilarious farts of all time. We've traveled through time and space, from the Great Wall of China to the depths of the ocean, all in the name of flatulence. Thanks for joining us on this hilarious journey through the top 10 biggest farts of all time. We hope you enjoyed the ride, even if it got a little gassy at times. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more funny countdowns. And be sure to let us know in the comments below what your favorite fart story is. Until next time, stay gassy.